Ant-Man's uncanny ability to bounce back from injuries so quickly isn't really luck or genetics or physical exertion, even though, yeah, they play a part. There's something deeper going on, something mental that goes back thousands of years. People call him Wolverine because he always seems to recover so fast, but Anthony Edwards, I assure you, is not fictional. And what's interesting is that some of the qualities that define him, joy, patience, fearlessness, are the exact qualities that accompany healing.
The NBA Research and Development Department listed you as the 7th hottest player of all time. Do you
When
agree?
you say hot, what you mean? You talking about what, basketball?
Handsome, attractive.
Oh, man.
His consistent and unusual warmth and buoyancy during interactions with the media, this lightness and openness he exudes even when he's sitting there listening, matters more than we think when it comes to our health. Because when your attention is fixed primarily on vitality instead of fear, on strength instead of weakness, on what's enduring instead of what's fleeting, it changes the way you experience true reality, which directly affects your physical body. Even modern science increasingly acknowledges that mindset affects recovery, pain tolerance, stress levels, inflammation, and resilience. Jesus took this even further. He approached deformity as having no true authority or permanence. He saw the real man, looking past physical conditions to the divine identity of the person, whole, untouched, complete. This is how he healed and how he taught us to heal. And we can heal because Jesus was very clear that he wasn't personally doing the healing. God was.
Today is Mother's Day, and so I just wanted to win for my mom, and it was just that simple. But that's enough about me. Let's ask about my team.
The other day, you heard teammate Naz Reid say, pain is weakness leaving the body. This points to something spiritual, that a refusal to mentally surrender to weakness is actually a blatant stand for the health and wholeness we were created to have, and that if we establish trust, God sustains them our entire life. It's kind of fitting these two are on the same team, and ironically, Naz wore Ant-Man's number 5 in high school.
Where you from, Jim?
Ireland.
I like your accent. It's tough.
Oh.
I want to learn how to talk like that.
To illustrate how pain is mental, let's talk about a finger cut. Almost everyone has accidentally sliced their finger in the kitchen. At first, the pain completely dominates your attention. But later, as your focus shifts elsewhere, you suddenly realize you forgot about the cut entirely. You weren't even conscious of the pain. Pain is not in the injury itself, since the injury has no life or intelligence. Pain is in the thought, it's in attention, it's in awareness, and it's definitely in fear. Now, obviously, the greater the pain, the more is demanded of our mental strength. But again, Jesus proved the way out of all pain, and that it was powerless in the face of goodness. What if the Bible proved that healing isn't physical, but metaphysical? What if fear and fixation intensify suffering, while peace and fearlessness diminish it? Anthony Edwards demonstrates that a mentality focusing on the good and the true and the whole heals the body faster and more completely than the mentality that focuses on the opposite. I mean, imagine if athletes were trained not only physically, but in the divine metaphysics of Jesus, taught that recovery isn't just physical, but connected to divine consciousness itself. Ant's gifts for healing are effortless and probably not even conscious, but he's someone we can all aspire to be because at the end of the day, it's about healing ourselves and others.